glide through the mist by the milk light of moon. All that was lost is revealed. Our long bygone burdens, mere echoes of the spring. But where have we come, and where shall we end? If dreams can't come true, then why not pretend?
They said there was an old black train a-comin', but they didn't say the conductor was so cute. Hello, and welcome aboard this perfume train. I am your conductor, or maybe your coal boy? I don't really know. It's so hot. Now before you and I take this journey into the unknown, dive into some new perfumes, I would like to thank my friend and fellow perfumer, Uncommon Smells, who has amazing TikToks all about indie perfume, way more dedicated than I am, honestly. Check them out. I asked them to give me some suggestions for perfumes that would match with every chapter of Over the Garden Wall, and let me tell you, they came through, okay? But I realized that if I were to contribute anything to the video, it would have to be in 2 parts. So Haven, if you are watching this, thank you so much for all of your help. I hope you don't mind I switched some things up a little bit. I am also trying something new for this particular video. The first one will be costume changes. Now I have not prepared for this in any way. Multiple poor quality costume changes. The second is that I am also going to be recommending perfumes that I have not tried and do not have in my collection. I often feel kind of bad that I don't mention more houses because there are so many amazing perfume houses, and it felt weird to recommend something that I hadn't tried, but I don't really care anymore. While I can't recommend these things directly, I don't know. I don't have an end to this sentence. So without further ado, let us consult our train schedule. Right on time for episode 1, we have The Woodsman.
As autumn colors fall.
Gotta cut these edelweiss trees. Oh my god, the lantern is out. Oh shit. I think that's like a really major plot point. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, my sweet daughter. Please. I don't have an axe. Whew, it's a little warm. Hello, travelers. It is I, the Woodsman. What do I smell like? I'm glad you asked. And what a funny coincidence, I have the exact same notebook as the conductor. We got a bulk discount. So, yar har adventurers. Sounds like a pirate. Welcome to Old Grist Mill. And if you're wondering what it smells like, well, I will tell you. I have picked out 2 perfumes that work for me, the Woodsman. And the first one is by Death and Floral, called Before You Were Dust. Herbal bay leaves and black tea blended with sweet tobacco, the smell of a deep belly laugh, an old wooden cane, a worn-out hat, and a cracked leather jacket. Now this was a suggestion from Haven, and it sounds absolutely phenomenal, and I totally understand why she picked it for this first episode, and why I have picked it for this character. Even the name is so perfect, Before You Were Dust. Now, this is one that I've not personally smelled. I think you can imagine it. It sounds like it's gonna be masculine and sort of old and gentlemanly and moody, and I think it'll be perfect for the Woodsman. Now, the second perfume that I've chosen, I do have, and it is Copper Kettle by Stereoplasm. Smoldering embers, wood smoke, newspaper kindling, Imperial black tea held by flannel mittens, and lavender scones. The lavender scones were cooked by my daughter. Now this one I do have and I can talk about. It's quite lovely. It's less smoky than one might be led to believe based on the notes. I actually get more lavender from this when I first smell it wet, but as it dries down, the rich lapsang souchong almost smell comes out. It doesn't even have lapsang souchong, but as it dries down, the Imperial tea, like the sort of dark tea, there's like, it's not milky, it's not super sweet, it's just like herbal, a little smoky, and very androgynous. It's really nice. And those are the 2 scents that I, the Woodsman, hereby do declare really nice. I gotta go cut more edelweiss trees for this mill, so it's time for episode 2, Hard Times at the Huskin' Bee. Do you know who I am? Wait. Okay. Now do you know who I am? It's me, Enoch. I'm gonna be a star. I'm gonna be a big star. But hey, it's me, Enoch, from episode 2. I feel like I'm absolutely losing control on the format of this video. And what a coincidence, I have the same notebook. So, Enoch, what a character. And also I feel like the obvious star for episode 2, I mean, that voice. I was gonna try and do an Enoch impression, but like, it wasn't so good. Just tremble our vegetables. You come into our town. You come into... No. Anyway, we're just gonna... The perfume that I think represents me the most is by Solstice Scents. And I don't have it, but I have smelt it, so I can give you an accurate description. It is called GUNNERSON'S Pumpkin Patch. Leaves, vines, autumn air, pumpkin flesh, lavender, moss, balsam, tonka, hay, caramel, dirt, patchouli, and mushroom. Let me tell you, it just smells like a pumpkin patch. Listen, anyone can make these videos. You just have to read the descriptions. It's fine. This is a super atmospheric scent, but the lavender and caramel kind of add this like wearability that I think a lot of other atmospherics kind of don't have. It's not like pumpkin pie though. It's like fleshy pumpkin. And that's important because he's not a cooked pumpkin, all right? He's not. That's weird. It just felt really perfect for me, Enoch, because it's got mushroom, it's got the hay, it's got the leaves, it's got everything. But then on the perfume side, it also still smells really good. And that's my perfume. That is me, Enoch. That's my scent that I've chosen. Thank you so much. We have the Harvest Festival to attend to, so I have to go. But there's lots more to come. Next up is episode 3, Schooltown Follies. I wonder if you can guess which character's coming out next. Let's see. Oh, it's just little old me.
A is for the apple that he gave to me, but I found a worm inside.
Whoa, where is that gorilla? I mean, where is that man? Hello everyone, it's me, Miss Langtree. But look at my outfit. You can't really see it, but look. You looking? Oh, Jimmy Brown, why did you steal my heart so? Look, I have a new note. Ooh. All right, Miss Langtree. Oh my gosh, I am such a central character in episode 3. And the fragrances that I have chosen for myself are as follows. In definitely a different notebook and not the same one. This is a perfume I have already talked about on this channel, but it's so good and it just feels perfect for me, Miss Langtree. Yet to be written by Poesie. A warm cup of cinnamon chestnut black tea, stacks of books, white oud, ink-stained fingers, a wisp of black amber. Now I chose this one above Headmaster, which is also really good. It has like suede elbow patches and like HB pencils. Really nice. More androgynous, more masculine. Probably my preference, but I think for Miss Langtree, I don't know, something about the ink-stained fingers. I just feel like I have that. It has a lot of lovely like wood notes, like classroom desks, you know. But it also has quite a nice like feminine edge. And the black amber I also feel like is kind of appropriate because she's kind of like sad. I'm kind of sad that Jimmy Brown has left me. If you haven't tried the Quillant Ink Dark Academia collection from Poesie and you're going for this vibe, you're welcome. I was looking for something with molasses. Trust me, it's coming. Now, class, this episode, I'm afraid, is over. But we've saved the school and the instruments and the animals who play them. And now it's time for episode 4, Songs of the Dark Lantern. Let's head forth and continue our journey of learning. Hey, it's me, Beatrice. This is my most bluebird outfit, can you tell? So I know that episode 4 is not inherently all about Beatrice, but she's in every episode, right? And you know, she's in this one, like she's present, you know, well, she's not allowed in the inn, but like she's kind of present. She didn't really fit anywhere else, so we're doing Beatrice. Don't worry, the highwaymen will be covered in part 2. Oh, and would you look at that? I have the same notebook as everyone else. The 2 fragrances I've chosen for me, Beatrice, I don't have either of them. They just sound really nice. The reason I've picked 2 for Beatrice is I wanted one for her human form and one for her bird form, okay? So the first one is for her human form. It is called Blueberries Crave Home by Arcana. And now, if you're in the indie community, you are probably aware of the Craves collection by Arcana. They have like a whole bunch of them, like X Crave, X Crave. Poesie, I actually don't know how many of them. Where the base is like one note, and then like wings of the other. Pumpkin rising with like a seaside setting, like a cliffside rising. Does this make sense? So the one that I found is Blueberries Crave Home by Arcana. A cozy, comforting, nostalgic mix of warm blueberry muffins, freshly baked bread, blueberry preserves, brown sugar, and gentle, creamy vanilla. I just thought this sounded so nice for Beatrice. Now I know that she has a blue dress and she's a bluebird and her name is Beatrice, and that might be why I have been influenced to choose blueberry fragrances. Guilty, okay? But I don't care. That sounds adorable. I think the vanilla plays nicely with, like, you know, she's young and she's kind of grumpy, but she's fun and sweet, and she just wants to go home to her family, and I don't know, the bread, like, it just sounds really nice. Blueberry is also kind of a tough note sometimes. Fresh blueberry is really hard because, like, they don't really have a fragrance, but a jammy blueberry, people cannot rave enough about the Arcana Craves, like, collection. So though I have not tried this myself, I hope to, and I think that you should. Fragrance 2 for me, Beatrice, is my bird form, which I guess I'm in right now, and it is by Nuit Cobalt, called Path of Leaves. The scent of decay in the deciduous forests of autumn, rain and earth, hoarded acorns, abandoned bird nests, and a sleepy chill slowly encroaching. I know, it says bird nests. How could I not pick this? It's so perfect. It's so atmospheric. It's so moody. I just thought it was like, it sounded really good. Really, really green and like wet smelling and sort of like herbal, and that's it. It has a bird's nest note. All right, so sounds pretty good to me. And that's it for me, Blueberry Beatrice baby girl. And it's time for episode 5, Mad Love. I say, who's there? Hello? Hello? Who's there? The ghost that haunts my mansion. Ah, I, Quincy Endicott. My dear nephew, what brings you to my scary ass mansion? And ow! Ah. Okay, I think these are done. Hello, it is I, Quincy Endicott, at your service. And though I am plagued with fear and longing for the ghost that haunts my mansion, we must make do, as my ancestors did. Actually, they did not make do, they made tea. Ah! All right, Quincy, that's me. What's up, guys? It's me, Quincy Endicott. What a character. I mean, the mansion, the Rococo vibes, there's so many ways we could go. I've chosen a fragrance for me, Quincy, which I think encompasses just everything that has happened here in my mansion. You know, just the spooky vibes, the maybe a ghost, I don't know what's going on, like whose house is this, you know. So the fragrance I have chosen is Parlor Trick by Solstice Scent. Ivory lace, white wax, aged paper, glossy white smoke, teak black tea, blonde woods, delicate spice, bone musk, manor, which is another perfume, and a faint trace of a rose. I ask you, is that not the most divine fragrance? No, but this is actually a really weird perfume, and I think it fits well with the Quincy Endicott narrative. It's very hard to describe, so I'm gonna spray a little. So it smells like a haunted Victorian ghost lady. Old powdery rooms and wax, but it's also got this lovely, like, kind of traditional perfume scent. I think it's the rose that really makes it feel like elegant. Like, it feels very rococo. And actually, when I first got this, I wasn't that into it because it was pretty weird, but it needs to rest. Like, if any perfume needs to rest, it's gotta be this one. It's gotta have some time to haunt your space a little bit. Wow. Yeah, it smells like spooky Victorian ghost, rococo ghost lady haunting the halls with a cup of tea. And I ask you if there's anything more appropriate for I, Quincy Endicott, and my lover. I kind of forgot how nice that was. This scent will change a lot as you wear it. So don't judge it right away. Let it rest without trying it, and then when you do try it, smell throughout the day. Spooky. And time for the next episode. Lullabies in Frogland. Hey, it's me, Jason Funderburker, also Mr. President. In this episode, I am Mr. President, so that is what I will be going by. Now listen, I am literally a frog. So, there's really only so many perfumes that I relate to. And Frogs, exclamation point, by Death and Floral has gotta be one of the most appropriate perfumes in this entire video. Grounding and warm woods, Virginia cedar, cold-pressed yuzu, overgrown moss, forest mushrooms, wet, humid, frog skin. It's based on me, okay? I was the original frog for that perfume. You don't know that, but I was. Again, I don't actually own this perfume. I'm a frog. I don't have thumbs. I can't open the bottle. I've heard good things. I've heard it's super atmospheric. It's a little floral. It's a little murky. It's very green, as expected. And yeah, I feel like it's called Frogs. Actually, it's called Frogs. That's my first recommendation. My second scent that I've chosen is Monster Frog. Now, this is by Stereoplasm. I don't know if I've talked about it before. This was actually an accident. I used to work with Stereoplasm, so I know this. This is a combination of two fragrances, one that's called Monster Parts and one that's called Pickerel Frog, and they were combined by accident. And so it created this, and it actually is really great. This is less realistic to the literal scent of a frog and more like what I would wear when I was out playing in the jazz band on the steamboat. So Monster Parts had tomato leaf, salt, camphor, ozone, and indica, and Pickerel Frog had night blooming jasmine, wet grass, algae, and tomato leaf. So it's a combination of all of those things. Pickerel Frog is also one of my personal favorites, so I'm just like destined to like this. It's just a like dirtier version of that. It's got a bit of a grit to it. It's got a bit of like a weird kind of scent with the ozone. It smells a bit like cold and like steely and herbaceous, but then still has the jasmine and the tomato leaf, and it's just a really good like weird kind of green scent and totally androgynous. Love it. All frogs, listen up, Monster Frog. And as I am a mere frog, I have no more to say except for so it's time to hip hop out of here and head to the next episode, The Ringing of the Bell. Boo! Ha! It's me, Auntie Whispers. Hello. Lorna. Ding ding ding. I don't have a bell. Did the witch destroy it? I forget. The ringing of the bell commands you. Hi everyone, it's me, Auntie Whispers. And the perfume No, I'm not. Auntie Whispers. So spooky. Dear God. Had I watched this as a child, I would have been absolutely spooked. I really liked turtles. What scent has Auntie Whispers chosen? Well, I will tell you. The fragrance for Miss Auntie Whispers is none other than Baba Yaga by Phantom. Black and red musk, a smoldering cauldron, cracked bone, cardamom, warm wood, hanging animal skins, burning mugwort. This is a great fragrance. I love Phantom. I think they have some of the best scents on the market. They're so cool. And this is spooky. It's spooky. You know, Baba Yaga, we all know, is little chicken legs in the house. Great visual, great story. And I think it really works for me, Auntie Whispers, because you first put it on, it's spicy, it's warm. It really has that kind of like cauldron smoke. The red musk and those like sort of resinous notes make it still wearable. It's not like a full atmospheric, you're not gonna smell like a burning building or anything, but it smells like spice and dragon's blood and resin and smoke, and ooh, it's really good. Now there are a lot of perfume houses that have a fragrance called Baba Yaga, including one that we do not recommend here, 1692. If you are new to the indie perfume industry, they're kind of blacklisted, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna get into it. But I highly recommend that you check it out because unfortunately their fragrances are really beautiful, including their version of Baba Yaga. It's really nice. Don't buy from them. Just trust me. Just take my word for it. In fact, don't take my word for it. Do a little research on Reddit. You'll be able to find the info. But if you're looking for this fragrance, Baba Yaga, it's by Phantom. Say it with me now. Phantom. Oh, I gotta pull that out. That is, oof, that's good. And the ringing of the bell ends this episode. And so we move on to episode 8, Babes in the Wood. Candy pants! This teapot is in no way secure to my head, and this is the only candy I could find. Hi everybody, it's me, Greg. Now I suspect you could have all guessed that Babes in the Wood would be dedicated to me, Greg. It's a rock fact that Greg is one of the best characters. That I am one of the best characters. I mean, I'm adorable. This candy is making my teeth hurt. Greg! Love Greg. love Greg, but controversially, this episode was really weird. I know it's like referencing a bunch of other vintage cartoons, but I didn't get it. I just thought it was weird. However, I don't think Greg is weird. And I have 2 fragrances for me, Greg, and I have them both here. They're also both by Nuit Cobalt. While these may seem similar at first glance, they are not the same, and I will tell you why. Up first, we have Squash Blossom. Cocobolo wood, orris root, carrot seed, sunflower petals, mandarin zest, and acorn squash baked together with brown sugar. Wear to illuminate the solar plexus chakra and cultivate fearless self-assurance. Fearless self-assurance? I mean, that's Greg. Like, he just is like, he's off. I am off on my own path. It's so autumnal. It's so fun. It's so good. You know, weirdly, right when I apply it, I actually get an apple smell as well, which I still think is quite appropriate. Oh, it's probably the mandarin. Okay, so what I think I'm picking up is the mandarin and like the sunflower petals and the carrot seed. It's all giving it like a really fresh vegetal kind of vibe. But then as it's drying down, I can smell the squash and brown sugar and those like deeper autumn notes that are kind of like bringing it out of fresh and green and into warm and spicy, but they're still both there. It's still sweet and fun, and it's still autumnal and cozy, like Greg, okay? It's so fun. It's sweet in like a cozy, darling, bright yellow sunshine kind of way. It's like optimistic and hopeful and autumnal and darling. Number 2 is similar. Baby Pumpkin, because he is a baby pumpkin. A scent to inspire sweetness and affection. Homemade maple pumpkin bread with autumn harvest honey spiced with nutmeg and clove, drizzled with salted caramel and dotted with Turkish and apricot. Wear when you're in the mood for gentle hugs, earnest compliments, and warm appreciation. This is sweet, and in the darling way, but also in the fragrance way. As it's drying down, I'm getting way more of the nuance of the fragrance. At first, it kind of hits you in the face with how like cloying it is, but it only lasts until it's dry. But it has a really nice depth to it that I think is coming from like the bready notes. This feels like the definition of an autumn hug. Now, if you don't know what's coming next, I would be very surprised. I think that y'all can guess who's coming out to make an appearance for episode 9, Into the Unknown. Any red paper. Hey guys, it's me, Wirt. I've lost my hat. It's unfortunate these things happen, but it's okay. I really did try, but it's not even gonna be in frame. We're almost done the show, and it's time for me. Wirt, pass me that clarinet. I love Sarah. I feel like this is gonna make it seem like I've not seen the show, and I just like Wikipedia'd it. I have seen it many times. So the fragrance that I've chosen for me, Wirt, I do not have, but it had such a good name and such a good vibe that I wanted to include it because there was nothing else. There was no one else that came close to this perfect match. And that is Poesie by Hero. I'm pretty sure this is not an original thought. I think I watched a YouTube video where someone said that Wirt was like a classic Byronic hero, and it's stuck in my brain. And I like Byron. I don't know, I like Byron as much as the next person, but I think it's a really cool concept. And Wirt's character development is so good. I just feel like we all loved Wirt. Ugh, it's so good. Byronic Hero by Poesie. Damp sea air, green herbs, gray musk, smooth lavender, worn leather. Now, it sounds simple. Perhaps it is. Like I said, I don't have it. But it also sounds sweet and sort of sad and moody. Anything with sea air, I mean, come on, it's like perfect. It's like romantic and dramatic. I just think it is perfect. I think it's perfect for Wirt. I really can't say much about the fragrances that I don't have because I don't have them, but I know a lot of people really love this fragrance, and I just think it perfectly encapsulates, with name alone, his character. Probably should have picked a backup one for him, but I don't have one, so... Hey guys, it's me the Beast. What's up? Now I was asked to pick a perfume that encapsulates me and my beastly ways. And I can do that. I can do anything because I'm the Beast. Now a lot of people don't know this about me, the Beast. I'm actually a minimalist, so I don't have this perfume anymore, but I did have it for a long time, so I can tell you just what it smelled like. Mothman by Stereoplasm. Gray vetiver phalaenopsis, red cardamom, and a hint of sulfur. Sounds pretty spooky. And it is, because guess what? I'm the beast. Now this is like a weird fragrance. It's like super androgynous, super like matte, like you don't know who, is it a beast, is it a man, what smell is this? I don't know. No one knows. It's me, okay? It's me the beast. This also, don't be put off by sulfur. Listen, I don't actually smell like sulfur, alright? So it's just a legend. It's a local legend. I smell pretty good. I smell like cold wind. I smell like spooky trees, alright? And that is what Mothman smells like. Now, me and Mothman, we go way back. We're good friends. He doesn't mind me borrowing his signature scent. So yeah, it's a good one. And with that, I think we should all hop aboard this old black train and see where it's gonna take us.
There's an old black train a-comin', scraping along the aisle. You don't need no ticket, boys, it'll take you when it's time.
Whoa, what a journey that was. I hope you enjoyed this train ride through the unknown, looking at some of our favorite characters from Over the Garden Wall, and listening to what they have to say about their favorite perfumes. And in case you're wondering what scent I, the train conductor, might wear, I would say Trash Man by Hexadot, with notes of smoke, motor oil, and low-octane gasoline. Alright everybody, I hope that you had fun. As expected, this was a chaotic video. I am very sweaty. There's a mountain of clothing back here that I have to put away now. But I had a good time. I will be doing a part 2, I think, unless I lose steam. It's like a train joke. If for some reason you haven't seen Over the Garden Wall and you've just watched a 30-minute video about it, why are you here? And also go watch it. It's excellent. It's a great show. It's probably one of my favorite pieces of media ever made. I watch it every year. I save it for October, and then it's like a special treat to myself. It's such a comforting show, and I feel like I learn something new every time I watch it. And when it's over, I get sad. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for climbing aboard the train, even though I don't think you were supposed to. Okay, thanks, bye!
There's an old black train a-comin', scraping along the iron. You don't need no ticket, boys, it'll take you when it's time.